Hey everyone, I think there's like 10 people in here, so we should probably get this started. Thanks for being here. I know I've been kind of absent, but I've just been working a lot and it started to get, I said this before, but kind of echo chambery. So it gets frustrating sometimes, but I also definitely don't want to, you know, go live and don't have any, or not have any information for you, or new information for you guys, I should say. Definitely don't want to make it repetitive. Hey, Lily. So I saw this case, and I did notice a lot of stuff about the Idaho murders, but it was already like quite a bit into the case when I decided to kind of like look into it. So it was kind of too far gone then. I didn't really want to go down that rabbit hole when it was that deep into it. But since this case is new and I immediately noticed some things, I figured I'd I don't actually. Do I sound a little nasally? I don't know. I sleep with a fan all the time, like on high. Like I'll sleep with my ceiling fan on high, but then I'll like be all bundled under the covers. So that might cause me to be a little bit stuffed up. But hey, Sim. Hey, Shay. So I kind of just like threw this together like really quickly. We're gonna start off first by looking at this website that I go to sometimes. It's a conspiracy website or a conspiracy forum, um, and a lot of times there'll be stuff posted on it. Like there was quite a few threads about the Idaho 4 murders and some of these other cases. But I like to go there sometimes and see if other people are noticing what I'm noticing. Wait, you can't hear. Wait, what? You guys can't hear me? Okay, hold on. You guys should be able to hear me. I think my mic's working. Can you guys confirm in chat if you can hear me? Hey, Scotty, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. You can hear me? Okay, so it's just Swamp Lover. He always does this to me. He's like, I can't hear anything. You can hear me. Okay. Hey, Joshua. Smiley Face Killer William Ramsey has some really good videos and books. Hey, Michelle. Hello. I'm going to probably say your name wrong, but Karatzi? Please forgive me if I did. I'm terrible with names. Oh, I miss you guys too. A lot. So, okay, so 20 people here. Let's get started. I don't want to make this too long. This is kind of like my only day off, so I want to be able to get some other stuff done today. So let me take off this screensaver. And it's kind of small, so let me try and zoom in here a little bit. And forgive me, it's been a while since I've streamed and done all this, so it's definitely not going to be perfect, which it never is, but that's okay. And if you can't see it, I'll obviously read it to you guys, so. There's an echo. Told you, it's always something. Well, okay, so I have two headsets, and both of the microphones on the headsets don't work, so I'm using my external mic echo. Okay. Alright, give me a second, let me see if my mic on my headset work. Because you definitely do not want an echo. better. Swamp over. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, it's not working. Of course not. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my mics on my headset. So hopefully the echo's not too bad. Wish I could hear it, but so I could see how bad it is. So let's just try to bear with it, I guess. I'll try to make the live stream quick. Okay, yeah. There you go, Shay. All right, so Godlike Productions. Okay, 22 is interesting, his age, because of the duality. We know about the dual numbers. They love using those. The biggest thing, not the biggest thing, but one of the most recent things, or first things I saw or noticed was when his body was found. Yesterday was the 322 skull and bones. There's been several events that have happened on 322 and in the past, and we're gonna play. I haven't watched his channel or his video on this yet, but we're gonna watch the Gematria guy and hear what he has to say about it. And I don't know what I can play or not play on YouTube anymore. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells for playing anything or anybody else's content that's not mine. So I guess if the video gets taken down or I get a strike, then I get a strike. I don't know. I don't even stream that much anymore anyway, so it's like whatever. I don't know. I don't know how they expect us to share anything or talk about anything if we can't play anything. So we'll see. So yeah, so 322, skull and bones, big number for them. This guy says, if you look at this thing with the name of the bar that Riley strained, and of course Riley, you know how they love the name Lee. He says, if you look at this thing with the name of the bar that Riley Strain disappeared from, it's interesting. I'm not really sure what he's getting. We're going with that necessarily, but and I know that number 32 is significant. I'm not really quite sure how. I'm like getting refreshed on all of this stuff again because it's been so long. He says, also, how about Riley's last name, Strain? We all know what the word strain is a reference to the virus. So are they trying to imply that another virus strain of this COVID strain is going to be released? Or, you know, I try not to talk about the virus either. Try not to talk about the V word on here. But like I said, oh well. So this guy says a lot of stuff. I don't know if this is all accurate. Again, take it with a grain of salt, but it is all very interesting. Okay, he says Riley Strain disappeared on 3/8. Riley Strain was at the Luke Bryan 32 Bridge Bar before he disappeared. Why does this matter? I'll explain. MH370 disappeared on 3/8 in the year 2014. MH17 was shot down on 7/17 in the year 2014. Luke Bryan was born on 7/17. Riley Strain disappeared from Luke Bryan's bar. On July 13th, 2014, 4 days before MH17 was shot down, the TV series The Strain premiered, and Riley's last name is Strain. I'm going to have to look this up and see what MH17. Wait, you get the beauty of no sound. Can you guys not hear me again? Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, MH370. Oh, that's Malaysia Airlines. Okay. That was in 2014. Time flies. Okay. Malaysia airplane, and then, which is a weird story. And then he says what's MH17? Is that there was 2 Malaysian airplanes that went down? Hey, Dev. The Strain. Okay, does anybody know anything about this? I don't want to play it because it's FX, but it is interesting. Okay, so the Malaysian planes from 2014 are connected to this Riley Strain ritual. Okay, so he believes it's a ritual. The Riley Strain ritual is about the Corona, the Corona beer. I almost said it. Because the word strain is a reference to the various strains of that's the key clue. Okay. Also, this Riley Strain ritual is about AIDS because 100 AIDS researchers were killed aboard MH17 when it was also shot down on 7/17. In the year 2014, and Luke Bryan, who owns the 32 Bridge Bar where Riley Strain was last seen, was born. Okay, he already said that. Okay, here is Barack Obama. Here is Barack Obama talking about the 100 AIDS researchers who were killed on MH17. And Riley Strain disappeared on 3/8, the same date that the MH370 disappeared in 2014. CNN. Do I dare play it? Let's just play it for a second. I'll talk.
On board Malaysian Airlines flight MH17, there were apparently nearly 100 researchers and advocates traveling to an international conference in Australia dedicated to combating AIDS, HIV. On board Malaysian Airlines, these were men and women who had dedicated their own lives to saving the lives of others, and they were taken from us in a senseless act of violence. In this world today,
Can you guys hear that video?
we shouldn't forget that in the midst of conflict and killing, there are people like these. People who are focused on what can be built rather than what can be destroyed. People who are focused on how they can help people that they've never met. People who define themselves not by what makes them different from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common. There were apparently nearly 100 researchers. It's important for us to lift them up traveling to an international conference, their lives. In Australia, dedicated to combating.
Okay. Just couldn't so you break it up. But can you hear it? You can hear the video? Okay, why can't I hear it? I want to hear it too. No, I'm going to Swamp Lover, but I can't even hear the video to do commentary on it. So it just worked fine before.
AIDS, HIV. These were men and women who had
Okay, it works out of my monitor, but it doesn't work in my headset. Oh, wait, I think I know why. It's because I plugged my splitter to my headphones in. Hold on one second. Oh, that's probably why there's no echo either, but now there's probably going to be an echo because I took my splitter off. Oh my gosh, okay.
And they were taken from us in a senseless act of violence. In this world today, we shouldn't forget that in the midst of conflict and killing, there are people like these. People who are focused on what can be built rather than what can be destroyed. People who are focused on how they can help people that they've never met. People who define themselves not by what makes them different.
Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know.
Different from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common.
Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know.
It's important for us to lift them up from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common.
Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know. Hopefully you guys got some of that because I didn't get any of it. So it's, I guess, verifying pretty much what this person said.
It's important for us to lift them up from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common.
I love you too, Swamp Love. Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know. Hopefully you guys got some of that because I didn't get any of it. So it's, I guess, verifying pretty much what this person said.
It's important for us to lift them up from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common.
Black and white. I love you too, Swamp Love. Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know. Hopefully you guys got some of that because I didn't get any of it. So it's, I guess, verifying pretty much what this person said.
It's important for us to lift them up from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common.
Black and white. I love you too, Swamp Love. Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know. Hopefully you guys got some of that because I didn't get any of it. So it's, I guess, verifying pretty much what this person said.
It's important for us to lift them up from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common.
White. I love you too, Swamp Love. Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know. Hopefully you guys got some of that because I didn't get any of it. So it's, I guess, verifying pretty much what this person said.
It's important for us to lift them up from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common.
White. I love you too, Swamp Love. Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know. Hopefully you guys got some of that because I didn't get any of it. So it's, I guess, verifying pretty much what this person said.
It's important for us to lift them up from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common.
White. I love you too, Swamp Love. Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know. Hopefully you guys got some of that because I didn't get any of it. So it's, I guess, verifying pretty much what this person said.
It's important for us to lift them up from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common.
White. I love you too, Swamp Love. Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know. Hopefully you guys got some of that because I didn't get any of it. So it's, I guess, verifying pretty much what this person said.
It's important for us to lift them up from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common.
White. I love you too, Swamp Love. Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know. Hopefully you guys got some of that because I didn't get any of it. So it's, I guess, verifying pretty much what this person said.
It's important for us to lift them up from other people, but by the humanity that we hold in common.
I don't think any of it. Yeah, right? Damn tech. I know. Hopefully you guys got some of that because I didn't get any of it. So it's, I guess, verifying pretty much what this person said.
It's important for us to lift them up from other people.
Stream health. Says it's excellent. Hey, Glory. What do you mean? Is it on the? I don't know what's happening. No, I'm using OBS, Adrian. I don't like StreamYard. But my settings could be off. It's fine now. See, you guys say that, and then right when I start talking again, it'll do it. Okay. Fifth person at Kansas City home were 3 friends. Okay, I didn't know that they were outside that AIDS researcher's house. I didn't follow any of that. The looping stopped. Okay, good. So this is a thing, the Corona beer bug, an AIDS ritual. That's why you have 2 people in a short period of time in the news that have the same name, Riley, including Lake and Riley. So, okay, I'm not familiar with this case. I'm sure you guys in the true crime community are. Don't tell me that she was like found in a lake or something, because that would be interesting. Lake in Riley in Lake, who was murdered, and Riley Strain, who is probably dead. Okay. Also, Pat Riley, who was Magic Johnson's coach with the Lakers, is part of this Riley Strain ritual. Because this is an AIDS ritual, and Magic Johnson is the most famous person to ever contract the AIDS virus. The name Riley is the clue because Pat Riley has the same last name, Riley, as Riley Strain's first name. They probably are, Lily. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm not going to go with user error. I think that them messing with my stream is much better. Okay, remember the day before Riley Strain disappeared on 3/7? Joe Biden gave his State of the Union speech where Marjorie Taylor Greene shouted out the name Lake and Riley. Then the next day on 3/8, Riley Strain disappeared.
I'm told my predecessor called members of Congress in the Senate to demand they block the bill. He feels political win. He viewed it as a political win for me and a political loser for him. It's not about him. It's not about me.
I don't know what this guy's saying.
I'd be a winner. Not really.
I don't think he knows what he's saying. Okay,
Lincoln Riley, an innocent young woman who was killed by an illegal. That's right. But how many of the thousands of people being killed by illegals? To her parents, I say, my heart goes out to you, having lost children myself. I understand.
I heard about that Lake and Riley case. Okay, and he posts some videos about the 32nd degree, the significance of that, the 33 degree Freemasonry. Well, you're not familiar at all with it, Swamp Over, because you don't follow true crime. True quote-unquote crime. Okay, so first we had Lake and Riley, he says, or he or she. I guess I shouldn't assume. Now we have Riley Strain. I'm seeing a Riley pattern here. Okay, and this is Lake and Riley video about it. Her. Why is no one asking why he got kicked out in the first place? Let's see, I think there was something else that was significant. Definitely makes me wonder the CIA intel do shit like this. They love patterns. I guess it must have some psychological effect on the public they victimize. Okay, so I have to look this book up because this is interesting. They said, haven't followed this closely, but have to confess that my first thought was that it sounds a lot like the cases from David Paulides. I don't know how to say that last name. Book, A Sobering Coincidence. Hope it doesn't end up like that. So I'll have to look into that because I know that they'll you just use like predictive programming in books and stuff. Okay, so then I want to go to and the I don't know, the AIDS thing is kind of interesting when I saw that because before I saw this person's post on Godlike Productions about the AIDS, I remember watching a video and it said that his phone lost pinged on Gay Street. Hey, stupid. That's funny. Hello, stupid. Welcome, stupid. Okay, sorry, that's funny. Yeah, so he lost ping, his phone pinged on Gay Street, and his debit card was found by the Cumberland River, Gay and Cum. And then this guy brings up on Godlike Productions the AIDS thing, the AIDS ritual. So I don't know, like I'm just throwing stuff out there that I noticed, and that I found. But that's kind of interesting. Like, what are the, like, Gay and Cumberland River? Is that what it is? Cumberland? Anyways. I mean, yeah. Yeah, okay, so here it is. March 22nd, 2024, police announced Riley Strain's body has been found in the Cumberland River, about 8 miles from where he was last seen 2 weeks prior. No signs of trauma were observed either. Full autopsy will be conducted to determine the cause of death. TMZ reported. Okay, yeah, we're last person or company or show I'm going to listen to is TMZ for news. Or actually any of these places. Or news outlets. They also have to add this too. Nashville police released eerie body cam footage. Okay. Let's go like that. Okay. You guys have all seen this. Oh,
I've always had to work hard. Not just when I was a Marine fighting in Iraq, but my whole life.
How convenient that right before this kid goes missing, there's more body cam footage. Just like Cumberland. It is Cumberland. Okay. Hey, Gina. Yeah, so Gay Street in Cumberland. I don't know. I think they're, actually, I know they're messing with us. They think they're funny. But, so just like with Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie, how convenient that they had body cam footage. They got pulled over like just right before they went missing. And then you have Brian Koberger. He was pulled over like just shortly before he allegedly committed the murders. Yeah, the world is a stage, Dev. And now we have, Riley Strain, who is not only on body cam footage from this police officer, but also on all of the surveillance footage, right? It's just very convenient. And it's like, how many times does something have to happen before it's not coincidental anymore? Yeah, exactly, Swamp Lover. Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. So if you guys can hear it, I've already seen it.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Oh, okay. And then I found this interesting, and I know I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but I just kind of just threw this live stream together. So, and like I said, I wanted to go live while I had the chance. Hey, Deb. It's not really important, I guess, what this guy's saying, but approaching whose vehicle? No, he wasn't in a vehicle, or he didn't have his vehicle parked. He left a bar, Swamp Lover. And, hey, Dave. They found 3 bodies during the search? Yeah, it was a fast clip. So we can watch, like, just a short clip of this guy. But I found it interesting because of this Shelby. And I don't know what the significance of Shelby is. It could be something to do with, like, the white horse or something. I don't know. Some sort of occult meaning. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna watch the Gematria guy's video, which I haven't watched yet, and I'm not gonna be able to hear it, so I don't know how that's gonna go. But I just found it at the last minute right before I went live. So, but this guy's Shelby patch or logo on his shirt. I found it interesting because if you guys are familiar with the Watts case, we know that Chris Watts and Kessinger went to the Shelby Car Museum. Also, in American Horror Story, with my American Horror Story connections, we also had the character Shelby. So Shelby seems to be significant. I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more. But again, I found it interesting that this guy was wearing a Shelby t-shirt. So actually, technically, I don't really need to play anything that this guy's saying. But I'm not going to, because I can't hear it. It's not fair. More people in the river? Yeah, well, why aren't they on the, oops, what did I do? Okay, why aren't they all over the news? Because only these certain cases that they want to go mainstream will go mainstream, and they go mainstream for a reason. I didn't see a timestamp on there. On the body cam footage, Swamp Lover? I don't think so. I don't know if there was one or not. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. Click off there. I have him on there twice. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. Oh yeah, you should be able to. Okay. Well, you can't see it in this picture. Let me see if there's a different one. Here they go talking about whether it's good that armchair sleuths, you know, in the true crime community are good or bad for these cases. Of course, they're always going after us. But on the back of his bank card, and I don't know, it's probably more than likely an eagle, but it looks almost like a phoenix, and phoenix bird is like, you know, the occultics love their phoenix with the resurrection meaning and all that behind it. Yada yada. Is this on a billboard? Does anyone know? That was a quick billboard to go for this guy. And again, I just started looking into this case, so I don't know a whole lot about it. But his case has received national coverage and captured the attention of online true crime community, with TikTokers turning out videos that detail Riley's alleged last moments before he disappeared. And it's like, how convenient, these two TikTokers, there's all these people searching for him. Oops. I dropped my chapstick. But they have all these people looking for him, right? Or the Cajun Army. I don't even know what the Cajun Army was. I guess it's a company that oh, okay. Pew, pew, pew. Donates their time to finding missing people. But how convenient that these two TikTokers, out of all the people searching for him, just happened to find his debit card right by the river, right? For a couple weeks, I think. Swamp Lover. He went missing on March 8th, and then they found his body yesterday, 3/22, Skull and Bones Day. It's almost like how convenient that someone just happened to find one of the terrorist driver's license or IDs, and all of that, you know, rubble from September 11th, you know? Like, it's like, how convenient, you know? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, this was interesting. David Flagg. False flag, maybe? 2 G's. Duality. They had to put that second G on there. You know how they love their double letters and double numbers. Again, I'm just throwing it out there, just pointing out what I see. Yeah, doesn't she, Swamp Lover? Okay. And then, okay, let me see if I can, where's the body cam footage?
First at 4, new clues in the desperate search for.
I want just the footage. Haunting. See, they use you know, words like haunting and eerie. Like, It's only haunting and eerie because you're saying it's haunting and eerie. It's, if anything, it's just a kid that's drunk walking down the street. Why is it haunting and eerie? Because now that he's supposedly dead? Like, I just want to find the footage of him stumbling in that parking lot. Where is it? Oh, is it right here? Okay. Like, I don't want this lady talking. I just want the footage. Maybe this one.
I'm good. How are you?
Well, you guys have probably all seen it. Well, maybe not everybody, but I wonder what the significance of 143 is too. There's got to be something significant about that. But oh, is it right here? Here we go. Like, something is just off about this video, and him running, and then he just all of a sudden just like falls. It reminds me of the shoot, what's her name? Where the girl was in the hotel room. It was like a huge case, African American girl, and she ended up dead in the freezer. I'm having a Space Cadet moment. But that's what it reminds me of, because she was like supposed to be they thought that she was like drunk, or her drink has been spiked, or on drugs or something, because she was stumbling in the hotel hallway. This is what it reminds me of, just like this. Like, it looks so fake, and if something looks fake or staged, it probably is. Like, to me, like, he just doesn't seem like he's genuinely, I don't know if that's the right word, but that he's actually like drunk or intoxicated. He's running beautifully there.
Welcome to News 2 at 3. I'm Kendall Ashman in for Mark Kelly. Well, today marks day 4 for the search of missing University of Missouri senior Riley Strain. He was last seen Friday in downtown Nashville on a fraternity formal after he was allegedly kicked out.
Wait, black and white t-shirt. And then where was this picture taken that I had pulled up? Right. Loud ass keyboard. Okay. Images. I mean, not that he couldn't wear the same shirt twice, but here. Okay, so he's wearing the same shirt here that he is in the body cam footage. So I wonder, was that on the same night? Does anybody know? Oh, don't even get me started on the mom. Like, she's good for her for trying, but she's a hoot. So I would be curious to know if this was from the same night. Again, not that he can't wear the same shirt twice, but yeah, exactly, men. Yeah, yin and yang. Just like the black and white checkerboard floor that they have in Freemasonry. Okay, I'll have to look into that because I want to see if that's from that night. It looks like there's a guitar. It looks like they might be in Nashville, but his shirt became famous. Yeah. Yeah, fake until proven real, exactly. Oh, okay, so then I put in the search, I can't hear it, but I'll play a few seconds for you guys, that I found interesting. I've been saying that a lot today, I found interesting, but I found a lot of things interesting, okay? So I'm going to keep saying it. I just Google searched Riley Strain, 322 Skull and Bones, and this came up. You guys enjoy. Old Riley gone away. Yeah, who knows that? Riley, Lily. this is from the Soul and Bones game.
Their northerly winds, they blow so strong. O'Reilly, long way.
Yeah, he knows something. They never do. Nobody ever comes forward. You guys get the point. Okay, so that was interesting. Another interesting thing I found. Again, I just said that again. Okay. Okay, I really want to figure out my sound here, but I don't need this. I'll just put the subtitles on. I don't need sound. What did I save this? Oh, that was his shirt. Okay. Wonder what's that on his hat? What's this? Okay. Take that off. Okay. Let's watch a little bit of Gematria effect news. Yeah, it is their world and we're just living in it. Thanks, Michelle. So the homeless guy was seen wearing the shirt with vomit on it, but Riley's body still had the shirt on. Oh. Do we know for sure? I mean, we don't know for sure anything when it comes to these cases, but do we know for sure that the homeless guy had his shirt on? Just like that Tennessee case where a cop drove into a river and nobody ever came forward saying they were with Tabitha on the bridge. I am not familiar with that case, Swamp Lover. Yeah, they're definitely not coincidences. Not when they happen over and over again like this. Okay, let's watch a little bit of him.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker.
Okay, good.
The popular request this morning are
hear it.
what happened to Riley Strain, who disappeared in Nashville, Tennessee on the fateful date of March 8th. If you recall, March 8th, this year or any year from the past, we're always talking about the suspicious death stories on March 8th. And Riley Strain is missing.
And see, if I was on D-Live right now, which I keep trying to get you guys to sign up for over there, I could play all of this stuff, and I wouldn't have to worry about copyright and getting strikes and all that. And I know, again, it's a pain in the butt having to go to another streaming platform. I know it's convenient on YouTube. You guys are used to it, but I'm just so limited on the things I can play here, and I'm always, worried about what I have to play and talk about. And it's really annoying, but here we go.
Missing right now, but I'm sure eventually the headline will be that his body was found.
Yeah, what did happen to that person?
And also requested the death of Chris Simon, another NHL player dead in the news, right after Konstantin Kolstov, who was dating the world-famous tennis player. But I'm going to show just the common thread between all of these tragedies in the news. Again, Riley Strain, who's disappeared right now, Chris Simon, who died the day that his two former teams played each other, and the score was 5-2 as he dies at age 52. And then again, we'll review what we talked about yesterday with the passing of Konstantin Koltsov. But let's start right here with Riley Strain, who people are looking for right now. And again, it's just, they're talking about TikToker's great lead. Why aren't they talking about Zachary K. Hubbard's ongoing teaching from the last decade about murder by numbers, something that a movie's been made about, a song's been sung about, multiple songs have been sung about? That's what would be in the headlines if the media was trying to lead anybody the right way. So, again, March 8th, 3/8. Let me just read the story, and then we'll get to it as well. Let's take in all these details. Riley Strain's last text message was apparently sent to a woman who was checking in on him the night he disappeared, according to loved ones. Body camera footage released Monday showed a Nashville police officer briefly encountering Strain on Gay Street shortly before the 22-year-old went missing. Strain's family is becoming increasingly frustrated with authorities as the investigation nears the 2-week mark. The last text message Riley Strange sent before he went missing has been revealed as the search for the University of Missouri student continues. The 22-year-old student sent his last text message to a woman he was seeing who had asked Strain how he was doing the night he disappeared. Family friend Chris Dingman told the News Nation on Monday. In response, Strain wrote back, "Good lops," according to Dingman. The family friend mentioned that the woman had a difficult time deciphering the message. Again, the message was "good lops," L-O-P-S, and even went to the internet to seek clarification. In a separate interview, Michelle Whitey, Strain's mother, told News Nation she was not sure who the woman is. He's got several friends that are female, male. I don't know the individual he talked to at the time, she added. It's been a week and a half since Strain's disappearance on March 8th. Remember, this is the day the Boeing employee supposedly committed suicide. This is the day the Oregon governor announced they're reversing the policy on legal fentanyl because there's been so many deaths from fentanyl. Plus everything else we covered that day and in years past on March 8th. The Delta Chi fraternity member was last seen on surveillance footage just before 10 p.m. that evening, a short time after Strain was asked to leave country music star Luke Bryan's bar in Nashville. So the thing about March 8th is the date can be written 3-8 or 8-3. And Gematria. Again, there's a song out there called Gematria, the Killing Name. There's another song out there that came out in 83 by the band The Police, which is called Murder by Numbers. And that song's about how killing is the sport of the authorities. It's as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3. And in Gematria, the word murder equates to 83. It also equates to 38. 83, 38. March 8th can be written 8/3 or 3/8. Again, Oregon also equals 38. Oregon reversed its decision on fentanyl, which also equals 38 because it's killing so many people.
Sorry, I thought I paused it. But the basic stuff when it comes to numerology and gematria is very, very interesting.
Other words that equal 38 that fit in gematria: killing equals 38, death equals 38, RIP equals 38. The word gematria equals 38, as does the word English, as does the word energy. Again, there's the song out there, Gematria, the Killing Name. Gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words. So the March 8th disappearance is crucial. The movie Murder by Numbers. Again, the song came out in 83. The movie poster Murder by Numbers, a movie that came out 38 weeks after the star's birthday, Sandra Bullock, whose name equals 83. You can see in the movie poster they changed the E to the 3, the B to the 8. 3883. Same patterns over and over. Now, Luke Bryan is the bar that he left right before his disappearance. If you look up Luke Bryan, his actual birth name is Thomas Bryan. Thomas Bryan. Notice the overlap with Sacrifice, Thomas Bryan, and Nashville TN, like you'd write it on an envelope. 46 forwards, 62 in reverse. And this matters because Genesis 46 begins with a sacrifice. We just talked about the death of the musician out of Oxnard, California, Cola Boy, who collaborated with the lead singer of MGMT and then died on the 46th day of that lead singer's age. And something I caught after I did that video is MGMT just put out an album. God, I forget what the... I'll show this to you when we move into the stream, but the name of the new album equals 46, and the title involves death. But again, Genesis 46 begins with the sacrifice. We see this number all the time in suspicious deaths as well. One of the most blatant examples in recent times was Coolio, dying on the 46th anniversary of Stevie Wonder's album releasing, which had the song on it, Pastime Paradise, which is where the sample comes from Gangster's Paradise. Coolio just happened to die on the 46th anniversary of that song's release.
That's interesting.
But also, if you're new here, Gematria, it's very simple. It's the alphabetical order forwards and backwards,
Bullock
and forwards and backwards with numerology. So there's 4 base ciphers. You want to know all 4. Sacrifice 46, like Genesis 46. Sacrifice in reverse 62, like how Torah equals 62, and Genesis begins the Torah. The first 5 books of the Bible, where a lot of this Kabbalah Gematria code comes
simple
from.
Too. It's just stupid.
But Thomas Bryan, same thing, 46, 62, like Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay. You get what I'm saying.
The man who died, the young man, He was part of the Delta
guy in the
Chi
video is
fraternity,
Zach. I
which
forgot his
also
last
has
name,
the Gematria 46 and 62.
he does
And if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh man, I'm in Delta Chi, I better look out. Again, don't live in fear. There's a lot of members of Delta Chi. This is an extreme example, but at the same time, you know, fraternities, they're part of secret societies. They're Masonic, and we're going to touch more on that next. Masonry. Again, the ultimate question is, are secret societies really a good thing for society? So Thomas Luther Bryan, better known as Luke Bryan, whose bar he was attending, his birthday is July 17th, and he just turned 47 last year, which means he's in his 48th year of life. But being 47, remember, Freemasonry studies the 47th problem of Euclid. Notice from his birthday to the disappearance was 33 weeks and days. Of course, you think of Masonry, you think of the number 33. The top degree of the Scottish Rite's 33. So the 47th problem of Euclid is studied by the Masons. This young man was last seen talking to police on Gay Street. Of course, there's the Fraternal Order of Police, which is Masonic. Notice how police, federal, again, the federal city is known as the Masonic City, named after the Freemason George Washington. But police, federal, Masonry, secrecy, order, they all have that 33 in Gematria. He was last seen on Gay Street talking to police. Gay has the Gematria of 33. Notice how Tennessee, where this is happening, or where it happened, has the Gematria of 137 and 47 when numerology is applied. 137 is the 33rd prime number. Again, the Masonic compass, the legs are kicked out at 47 degrees, which means 23 and a half degrees on each leg, 23 and a half, a bit like how the disappearance was 235 days after Luke Bryan's birthday. And again, just 100.
But like, even without all like the reverse and reverse reduction and all this that they use, like in the end, they still are like, they love their numbers. That's why you always see these events happen on certain dates, like 3/22 or like 2/22/22, or like their number patterns on the 13th of August, like the Chris Watts case. And I just had that Kaninka Jenkins. I just remembered that her name that I mentioned earlier about the girl that was in the hotel and she ended up being found dead in the freezer. Kaninka Jenkins. So she was on the hotel surveillance footage, like stumbling through the hallway, and that's kind of what it reminded me of Riley Strain when he's stumbling and looking like he's all intoxicated or under the influence of something. But yeah, Kaninka Jenkins in that case was crazy. But it just got so hectic and circus-like. I couldn't follow it anymore. I was like, I can't do this. So I stopped researching it. But yeah, I don't know what made me think of that, but it just came to me. A little delayed, but I did remember. That's all that matters. Okay. But yeah, so like I was saying, without all the reverse and reverse reduction and this like crazy number stuff with the Gematria, with a simple numerology and the fact that, again, they like that their numbers and their numbers are sacred to them, that's simple, and anybody can recognize that kind of numerology and number patterns. So you don't even need the Gematria part of it, but the Gematria part of it does make it more interesting.
137, the 33rd prime. So you see how it all comes together. Tennessee, Luke Bryan being 47, the police, the street. Now notice, Nashville and Gay Street both equate to 39 forwards and 51 in reverse. This is also important because when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, Masonry, federal, secrecy, they're all 39. And once again, Freemasonry is based in Kabbalah, which is based in the Old Testament, which has 39 books, unless you're talking about Catholic Bibles, whereas 46, like Catholic equals 46. That's why JFK was sacrificed at age 46, and Joe Biden was elected number 46, 46 weeks after the Pope's birthday as the nation's second Catholic president, something we called way before it happened. But that 51, the 51 matters as well, because conspiracy equals 51. And again, you think conspiracy, you might think of Area 51. And then the stereotypical term that goes with conspiracy is tinfoil hat. And you can see how conspiracy and tinfoil hat are both 51 and 57. And, words like Rome equate to 51 and 57. And Washington, D.C. used to be called Rome on the
Yeah, me
Potomac.
too.
And the
JYD.
land was owned by a man named
I think there's a
Francis
lot of
Pope,
editing in
not
a
to be
lot of these
confused
videos.
with the first Jesuit Pope, Pope Francis. But notice how Scottish Rite is also 57. And again, the Scottish Rite, the highest degree is 33. Their headquarters, the House of the Temple, is located in Washington, D.C. at the address 1733.
Equinox 319,
Has
this
33
chick says.
pillars on the
This year,
outside that are
Welcome
each
Spring.
33 feet tall.
Okay.
Again, masonry equals 33.
Okay.
Mason
So you guys get the point. And I was gonna play the news conference of the video that came out of the parents speaking after his body was allegedly found, but I can't hear it, so I can't really comment on it, even though I know. But or maybe I should play it and just mute it, and you could just let's do that. I'm gonna do that. Let's find that without the words, without her speaking. I just want you guys to watch her facial expressions and then tell me what you think. I thought I had it ready to go, but okay, right here. So I'm gonna mute it.
I want to start.
And JYD, I know you asked what you thought the significance of the green was. I don't know. They love their colors too, but I would be curious to know. I know that it's significant. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward to does she speak, right? Or does she speak? Oh, and this guy is that the stepdad? Which one's the real dad? Him? Oh.
They've been great to work with us. We can't thank them
My chickens are starting to cry.
It's just unbelievable what they've done for us.
Okay. This guy, he looks super familiar. And I don't know if it's because he looks like the guy off of, what's his name? Rob Zombie? The Rob Zombie movies? Maybe he looks like, maybe that's who I'm thinking he looks like. Either that or he just looks familiar because the bald guy's a stepdad. Okay. But he does kind of look like the guy from the Rob Zombie movies. Or is that Rob Zombie? No, it's not Rob Zombie. But the guy, like one of the main actors in the movie, looks like him. I don't know who it is. I don't even know his name. I'm not even try to guess. Or I've seen her too. That they all look. Every single one of them look familiar. No, but the mom and the stepdad definitely look. No, this was yesterday. Swamp Lover, 322. But okay, so I'm gonna mute it and then let's wait. Okay, let's see. Does she talk in this? I didn't even make it that far. I was just looking at her in the background. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, deep sigh. There you go. Make it believable. Look, no tears. No tears. I don't know who that lady is, but no tears. This guy wasn't crying. She's trying to cry. No, this could have something to do with 33. Might be a stretch, but 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. This little rainbow for the north face. The north face. I was gonna say the north face pole. The north face, and then 3 and 3. But then again, it might not be pre-recorded. No, it's not. Swamp Lover. It's not pre-recorded. Or I mean, it could be. But it's supposed to be live because they just found his body yesterday. So that this is like right after they found out about it. It kind of does look like that, huh, Lily? I was like looking at it right now. Oh, really? JYD? Yeah, you mentioned that a little bit earlier. Yeah, I know. And this is like just right after they found out that he was dead. And I mean, don't you want to grieve? Like, no, of course not. They didn't have no time to grieve because they got to get this, they got to pull at heartstrings immediately. Duper's Delight, Dev. And Dev, are you the one that emailed me? If so, I did email you back. And you're actually lucky that I saw it because I never check my email, but I just happened to send this video's thumbnail to my email so that I could upload it to my computer. Where's the tears? Where's the tear? There's no tears. Cough, doubt it, cough, yeah. Like this lady, she looks familiar too. This guy, not so much, but her and the mom and dad, or stepdad. What's this, Indian head? That looks like a skull. Okay, I don't know. My hamster wheel's spinning. Oh, yeah, I did. I posted that in one of my videos, Dev, as a little fun fact at the end of one of my videos. I mean, look at, like, does these people look like they're grieving? Like, they love parks. Parks. Okay. Nashville Mayor considering adding what? Guardrails after Riley Strain death. Interesting. I keep seeing this Ruby Frankie too. Frankie was interesting too. Interesting. I'm gonna find a new word for interesting. I don't know why they wear matching shirts. They always do those color things. They do the colored ribbons, either whether they're purple or orange or whatever. They love their colors. So, I mean, and that's all I really have. Like, and again, this is just information that I found today, and I had a chance to go live, so I wanted to share this information with you guys. Plus, I miss you all, and I feel like I should try to be around more. But again, there's not really a reason for me to go live unless I have some new information for you or a new case comes out, and here we have a new case. I wish I would have covered the Idaho 4, but again, it was just too far into the case, and I didn't want to try to jump in the middle of it and try to get caught up. So I figured I would jump on this one right away, since it was new. I'm glad you found my channel, Dev, because it's not easy. So I've heard. The algorithms are definitely not in my favor when it comes to my channel, unfortunately. So, and that's what gets kind of frustrating as well. So I'm gonna do my best to try and pop on here and there, even if it's for a half hour, just so I can keep my channel a little bit lively. Yeah, of course, stupid. Sorry. That's so funny. That's so great. And thank you all for being here. I'm amazed that this many of you are here, and I really, really appreciate it. So, and let me put my Discord link in the chat again, because if you guys ever have any questions or anything, or you just want to discuss any cases, the best and quickest way to get a hold of me is through my Discord. I rarely ever check my email, and I feel like email is so outdated, and with Discord you can it's live chatting, so it's a lot quicker. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll put my Discord link in the chat. And I know a lot of people don't have Discord, but again, it's going to be the quickest way to get a hold of me if you do have any questions or concerns. Let's see. Let me find my server. Invite people, copy. Okay, Swamp Lover, I will. Yeah, I've been on Discord. I had to do, hey Shani, I love you. Yeah, I had to make a new Discord too, Swamp Lover, so my old Chris Watts server is it's just open, it's just active. I can't do anything about it because they won't let me delete it. So you did come in at the bitter end, but that's okay. I'm just glad you made it. It's always lovely to see you, Shani. So again, yeah, if you guys want to download Discord, that's great. If not, totally understand. Highly recommend joining my DLive, because again, I'm not censored there. I can pretty much play and talk about whatever I want without having to worry about walking on eggshells. So I can't stress that enough. If I get enough people to go over there, go live, I don't mind going live on DLive, but I usually don't get anybody in there. So but enough of my yammering. Again, thanks for being here, everyone, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.